Hello guys, this is Setu and I welcome you to the third tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be coding the backend C# part which we left in that last tutorial. So for that we need to open this Visual Studio. Now this has popped up, and as you can see our current project was this website 2. So this is the coding part of it. Now let me tell you how I arrived at this code. See, this is the code we get after clicking this ASPX. To write the code for a button, you just have to double click this and it writes the outer function definition itself for you. And then what I do is I put an if condition. Text box is null or empty. If it's null or empty, this gets visible. So for that, if the string.null is null or empty, text box.text, this is true, button1.text is equal to try again. So this button will become try again and this will be visible. If it's not, if it has some data, then this button visibility will become false. Just there and label 3.visible is equal to false. Button1.text will become submitted, now refresh. So this button will become submitted, now refresh. And then I'm establishing an SQL connection. So I'm making a new object con, which is a SQL connection object. So SQL connection con is equal to new SQL connection, and con.connection string is equal to this thing. So how did I add this? What did I do is went to this toolbox. Went to this server explorer, and we have this table one, name table. I'm sorry. So when I dragged and dropped that name table, when I dragged and dropped this name table, an object is created which is called SQL data source. So in this SQL data source, if you go here and if you go to this properties here, you can see this connection string is data source, this thing. So I just copied it from here, and is a con.connection string is equal to this thing. Now one more thing you should look is there is single backslash here, and if it's these were initially single backslash. So what did I do is I put a double backslash here so that it become a correct escape sequence, and then I write my query in this string which is called query1, which is insert into name table of name. Name table is my table name, and name is my column name. Values text box under text. Now see this, you have to write a bracket, a single quote, and then you have to embed this and you close the single quote and the bracket and you terminate this line. Now what extra work you have to do is go to the source, go to the null.asp and go to the source, and you can see there is in this SQL data source there's a select command and there's an insert command. This insert command was inserted by me initially, only select command was there. So insert command is equal to insert into the table name, which is name table, values name. So this was the syntax of the insert command I told to the Visual Studio, and in this code I wrote in that same way. And then SQL command 1 is equal to new SQL command of query 1 comma connection. So what does this object do? This object executes query on using on the table which is established using this connection, and this connection is established using this connection string which points to our name table. So what do I do then? Connection.open, command1.execute non-query, connection.close. What it does is opens the connection and it executes the query, which is this, and then it closes the connection. So this is as simple as speaking English. Well, not exactly, but it's simple. So you can just copy the code. Now let me save this and let me debug this, and we'll start debugging. And the ASP.NET development server is hosted. and it will open in Mozilla Firefox. So I have already added Forbes and Phineas. Now I will try to add another name, which is any name. So let's see, ABC. Okay, so had to refresh and then see two ABC were added because I click the submit twice. And if I see, if I click this here, enter a name and try again will come. So this is how you write the code in the C# backend to add the data from this text box. So that's all for now. Next tutorial I will teach you about how to convert this data into more presentable format, like using Crystal Report to generate a custom dynamic PDF file. See you soon.